How's it going? This is Mike over at Monster Mobile Marketing, and today we're going to be checking out the insanely addicting numbers game called Numble Free, brought to you by Take a Nap. Numble Free is a turn-based game where the goal is to be the first player to place all your tiles on the board by creating sets and runs, very similar to the old-school card game Rummy. So with that said, let's jump over to the app and show off its gameplay. Now, upon launching the app, normally you'll be prompted to connect using by Facebook, Twitter, or just simply entering a screen name. Now, we've already gone ahead and done so. We're going to take a look at a few buttons here. Right at the top left-hand corner where the little bars are, you can go ahead and tap on that. And if you upgrade to the premium account for $2.99, you can check in your statistics as a part of Numble Premium, as well as removing all the ads from the game. Now we're going to go ahead and bounce out of that, and we also have a leaderboards button right in the middle there where you can keep track of the leaderboard stats, and you can also click on the little thumbs up there to like them on Facebook. Now in the upper right hand corner you'll see a few gear buttons here, and you can go ahead and click on that where you can check into your account settings, and you can change your username, email address, change a password, and you can also change your avatar as well. Now here's a help section where you can go ahead and click on how to play, you can check the rules, and you can purchase to upgrade to premium, as well as learn more about Numble. Now simply how to play is you click on that, and this will show you the objective. Basically it's a tactical game where, like I said before, your object is to be the first player to place all your tiles onto the board in order to win. Now you start off with 14 tiles, with 80 tiles remaining in the entire stack. Now if you scroll to the side here, it will show you a few examples of what sets you can and can't use. Now you'll notice that a 2, 3, 4 is a run and it has to be in the same color. You can also see that you can create sets by using 3 different colors of the same number. Now it gives you a few examples of what you can't do in terms of creating a run 2, 3, 4 out over on the right hand side there, going vertical, as well as trying to make a run with a 2, 3, 4 in different colors. Now you also notice right beneath that you also have to use 3 different colors in order to create a set of 7s. You can't use 2 blue 7s and then a black 7. Now if you slide over to the side again, you have several different options here when you place tiles on the board. Now basically all you have to do is place at least one tile on the board. You can go ahead and play that and as an add-on to your opponent's run or an opponent's set. Or you can receive 3 new tiles from the stack, or you can choose to swap up to 10 tiles in one game. Now if we slide over, now in this part of the tutorial, this will go over the manipulation of the game, where basically you can manipulate the board by rearranging or adding tiles of your own to existing sets that your opponents have played. For an example here, if you look up there, we've got a 4, 5, 6 that maybe your opponent has played in green. Now let's say we've got a green 7 tile of our own, we can go ahead and slide that and add it to their run, as well as sets. Now if your opponent has played 3 4s, given in this example, and we've got a couple of 4s, we can also add those on to get rid of our tiles in order to win. Now we're going to go ahead and slide on to the next one, and as you can see, to spice things up a little bit, there have been 4 wildcards added, at which point you can replace numbers that you may need. Now let's say you've got 11 and a 13 in green, and you don't have the 12. You can simply use that wildcard in order to replace that 12 that you don't have in order to complete a run, as well as complete sets. Now we're going to slide across again. Now in this part of the tutorial, it basically goes over a few tactics in order when the board builds up, more and more manipulations become possible for you, which is a very important part of the game in order to get rid of your tiles to complete the goal of winning the game. Alright, we're going to box out of that, and we're going to go ahead and search for a game here. Now, as you can see, we can search by Facebook, we can go by Twitter, we can just challenge a friend that we know, or we can go by a random opponent. Now, a good feature here to add in the future would possibly be an AI opponent in order to speed up the gameplay a little bit. Because, as I noted, it's a turn-based game where you have to wait for your opponent to make their turn before you can go ahead and make your next turn. Now, we're going to go ahead and find ourselves here, and we're going to send an invitation in order to start a new game. And we're going to wait for them to accept that game invite. And then we can go ahead and begin. And as you can see, we are now waiting for our opponent to make their move as they have accepted the game invite that we have currently sent to them. Alright, now as we can see on the board here, Monster Mike has already gone ahead and made their move. So now it's our turn. We're going to go ahead and click on that. Now jumping into our turn, as you can see, our opponent has made a move and they've placed a run of 3, 4, 5 in black. Now real quick, we're going to go over a few of the top buttons here. At the left hand side in the top, we've got a back button, and we've got a little drop down right next to that where it says Opponent Stack, where if you click that, it will show you how many tiles your opponent has and how many tiles you also have, as well as the ability to resign the game. We're going to go ahead and hit Cancel. In the upper right hand corner, we've got the checkmark button where we can go ahead and end our turn. If we don't have a play, we can swap tiles, we can get 3 new tiles, or we can simply end our turn. Now, as you can see by the tiles that we have available to us, we have several different moves that we can go ahead and do. So we're going to slide our black 6 up here. And we've also got another run we can make by playing the 6, 7, 8 of the same color. Now we're going to go ahead and hang on to our wild card right now, and we will submit what we have. Actually, we've got a black 2 that we can go ahead and play as well, and we're going to go ahead and tap the green checkmark button in the upper right hand corner to send it over to our opponent's turn. And then we will wait for them to play in order to go ahead and continue with the game. Alright, we've got Monster Mike has made the move now, and as you can see, the 2 glowing numbers there, they have gone ahead and added a 7 and an 8 to our current run. And we're looking through our tiles, and we don't have a whole lot of options here. Now, another quick feature here is we can swipe down at the bottom there to kind of resort our tiles. So we've gone ahead and done that. As well as you can take your 2 fingers and zoom in on the board to bring it in a little bit closer. Alright, so again, we don't want to use our wild card here just yet. So we're going to go ahead and click the upper right hand checkmark button. Now, we've made no moves, but we can receive 3 new tiles, or we can swap a total of 10 tiles per game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make a swap here on a little bit of a strategy that we may have going, and we're going to get rid of the 11, the 7, and the 9, and we'll go ahead and click swap, and that will send it over to our opponent's turn. And we've got the little tick-tock there waiting for Monster Mike to make his move, and he's gone ahead and received tiles of his own, and we're looking through what we have in terms of our swap that we did on our last move, and we've acquired a orange 9 that we can go ahead and play if we feel the need, and we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to slide that up, as well as slide up the black 9 that we can now play. And we're going to actually use our wild card at this point. We're going to go ahead and play a 10, another 10, and we'll use our wild on that, making a set. And actually, I'm not sure if I'm able to do that because I don't think that you can use 2 of the same colors within a set. And I went ahead and clicked the checkmark button, and that is not a valid move. So I'm going to be unable to do that. Now remember, in a set, it has to be 3 different colors. Even if there's a wild card included, can't do that. It's got to be 3 different colors. So we're going to go ahead and rearrange that to 10, and we'll use wild card as an 11 and 12 and submit our move here. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there, as pretty much there you have it. Numble Free is currently available over on the App Store for the always great price of free. So make sure to click on the link below and start challenging your friends today. As always, this is Mike over at Monster Mobile Marketing, and we'll catch you next time.